don't think it's working. Mhm. Good evening, everyone. We are live and we are back.
Welcome, welcome.
Sacred Blue, call her goddess. And I am Erica, the style alchemist. And this is part 2 of our episode from last Thursday, which was episode 12. And tonight is episode 13. And this is part 2 of this series. And in this episode, we are still exploring attracting love that honors our spirit. Today, we're diving deeper how to recognize toxic relationships. Are you in a toxic relationship and you just don't know it and you just been going through the motions and just dealing with it because you're comfortable with the person? We'll find out.
Good question.
Stand firm in your feminine energy and call in love that nurtures your son.
And I'm Evelyn. I'm here to walk this journey beside you. So let's explore discernment and how that and softness can coexist, even when navigating toxic spaces.
How to coexist. And let's get started into this segment. Let's
No tambourine tonight.
drinking. Drinking you grab my tambourine.
I'm still gonna get one.
I thought you was gonna come with it tonight.
Honestly, I forgot all about it until just now. I was like, dang, I'm gonna get one.
Yeah. And we are gonna start off with some affirmations as we do every week to affirm you. Bring positive energy, your space. Just bring enlightenment, joy, peace, laughter, and all the good things. Take a deep breath in and release. 2 more deep breaths in. 1, 2, 3. Last one. And release. I am wise in love. My heart is sacred and protected. I invite connections that mirror my highest self and my highest good. Thank you. You may open your eyes if your eyes are closed and just rest in that and feel that energy of knowing that you are loved and you are sacred and you deserve the right connections, the right people, the right circle around you. You deserve positive love and positive energy. You don't have to be comfortable with it, just settling
Yeah.
for what your grandma and them might have went through and generations before you.
Yeah, it's a different time. You don't have to settle.
No.
No more settling. We know settlers, right?
No settlers over here. So in this episode, I want to ask everyone this question to ask yourself this question, or has anyone ever asked you this question? How do I keep my heart open without losing myself? as we grow spiritually, our dating patterns must grow too. Because if you're growing and then the person that you're with is not, that could create a toxic environment and a toxic situation. So, how do you keep your heart open without losing yourself? And are you creating an environment of toxic dating patterns? Because those patterns can grow too. I think I mentioned last week, it can become a tug of war. You're
Yeah.
pulling this way, and your partner is pulling that way, and there's no common ground between you all. And it's feeling like you're growing apart.
Mm-hmm.
So ask yourself, how do I keep my heart open without losing myself? Because you can lose yourself in a person and in a relationship, in a job. You lose yourself, your identity, and then you go through this thing of, I don't know who I am anymore. Or you start to recognize, I'm doing everything that my partner want to do, and it's nothing about me in this relationship at all. There's nothing of me.
That's a good
So
question. That's a really good question. And exactly, awareness isn't about paranoia. It's about honoring your body's wisdom, your soul's voice, and remembering that love is meant to be safe. It's meant to feel safe. So here's an affirmation: I trust my inner guidance in every relationship. I trust my inner guidance in every relationship. We all have that voice, that intuition, whatever you want to call it. You know, here's a journaling prop. If you have your journals, you have your wine up, you have your journals, your pens, you're ready to write down some things because we are a interactive podcast. So, what part of me wants to learn discernment without becoming guarded? What part of me wants to
mm,
learn discernment without becoming guarded? And that's a good question. I
that's
think
a
it's a
good
good question.
question.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good question
Yeah.
because you learn discernment. Discernment is really supposed to protect you from something. It's a warning.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
what part of me wants to learn discernment without becoming guarded? Because I find myself, if I'm in a toxic environment, a toxic friendship, a toxic relationship, whatever that may be, I become very guarded.
Yeah.
You're gonna get very little out of me.
You don't feel safe.
That's a
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a defense mechanism. And you
Mm-hmm.
can feel unsafe in friendships, not just romantic relationships, because a friendship is a form of a relationship between two people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check the energy and still stay aligned. How do you check your energy and still stay aligned? So alignment is a living practice. If dating starts to feel heavy and frantic, pause and check. Don't accept the situation. You don't have to go off in your guardedness, or but you need to check the temperature. You need to check the vibe of the person that you're dealing with, and you need to check your vibe, because vibes don't lie. Period. Pause and check. Am I overgiving? Is the person under giving? Am I under receiving? If I'm on the receiving end, and the person that's the giver is not really giving, then I'm not receiving. Am I people pleasing? Am I ignoring the red flags? Because that feels very uncomfortable when you are in a relationship and let's just say you're the giver and you never receive. That's not a balance. That's not in alignment.
Mm-mm.
And now somebody's going. So when you stop giving, another person don't receive. Now they're in their feelings
Hmm.
because you've been people pleasing in the relationship
Yep.
and not getting anything out of it
Yep.
and ignoring the red flags because it's only so much in a relationship that a person can tell you. I got it, but I was, or I was going to do that, or I forgot. The excuses.
Yep.
Excuses are red flags.
They are. Because people, if they really want to do it, they'll do it. They'll make time to do it.
You don't even have to ask.
Yep.
Okay. If you a match and you are in alignment and you're in a relationship with someone, you don't have to. It's certain things that you don't even have to ask them to do. They are in rhythm with each other. You're in rhythm with each other, and you know what is required. And let's not be children. Everybody know what's required in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
It's a partnership, and you shouldn't have to beg for time, love, or any of those things. Any of those what do they call it? Love languages. You shouldn't have to beg for
Yeah.
love languages.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has love languages.
Everybody, yeah. And if they wanted to be there, they'll be there. Exactly. I've been there before, and not anymore. I let that person go.
Let it go. Another
Let it
love
go.
TKO. I'm sorry. I just had to let it go.
Just yeah, for real. Let it go.
Let it go.
And a quick way back. So let's place our hand over our heart and breathe slowly and ask, is this connection expanding me or shrinking me?
Mm.
Is this connection expanding me or shrinking me? Do you feel
That's a question.
yeah, do you feel like you're being yourself? You're living to your fullest potential, or do you feel like you're losing your voice?
Or losing your mind.
Yeah, or losing your mind.
I've been in a relationship before where I literally thought I was losing my mind.
Mhm.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Um, there was no passion, no connection, no rhythm, no vibe. And I'm like a, you see how I'm like a,
Yeah.
if I
Bubbly.
can't be like this with my partner,
Mm-hmm.
then we don't have, if I can't be my authentic self, we don't have anything.
Yeah.
So it's like I was losing myself.
In a relationship.
Definitely not in alignment
Mm-mm.
at all. And I saw the red flags. And it's interesting because I saw the red flags and then I tried to end the relationship and the person didn't want to let go.
Wow. So
Yeah,
what
they girl, that would take another 5 hours.
happened? All night long.
All night, all night, all all night long, all night, ooh, all night long, all night. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that would take all night. Yeah, they didn't want to let go. And it's funny because literally 2 weeks after we got together, I said we need to talk.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my allergies are acting up and I'm trying to keep sneezing. Um, yeah, so
He said when you want to
after
talk.
2 weeks, hmm,
What did he say when you want to talk?
about what? I said we need to talk about you and and how I said, well, I'll talk to you about it when I get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to sit him down and I said, this is not working for me. This is not working out for me. This is not how I envision my relationship or being with someone. I don't feel like we have any real connection and any chemistry, and we are not a match. And I'm not happy. And my happiness is most important to me.
Yeah.
And they kind of try to put humor on it and say, "Oh, I'll do better." What are you, a kid? We are adults. There
Yeah.
is no better. I
Yeah.
want you gone. I don't want to
Like
be with you.
your feelings, your feelings weren't valid.
Mm-mm. Now you trying to make fun of me and like I'm just tripping. Oh, you just tripping. I knew you was gonna act like this. What's acting like this? See, here's the thing. When I say I don't want something, that's not an act. That's what I don't want. This right
Yeah.
here, at this moment, at this time. So don't try to slick talk me or talk me
Mm-hmm.
down. I've already
Mm-hmm.
made a decision. I don't want to be in this relationship, in this situation. I have checked out. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you this so that it won't be a bad situation
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to be with you. Oh, after 2 weeks? Yes, after 2 weeks.
That's a
And
purpose.
if you really want to be honest,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it only took me 48 hours to be honest.
So you prolonged
But
it because you had to be
because I was
sure.
trying to figure out, yeah, I think I was sure. I just was like, how should I approach this? That's what it really was. And
Yeah, you're
it
trying to
was eating
protect
me
it.
up so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know that feeling you get in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. in the morning and you can't sleep and it's just
Yeah.
like when you have to do something very important and you're not getting any sleep and you're trying to figure this thing out. I was just trying to figure out how to approach it. I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
I am definitely, I am a true Sagittarius. If we love you, we love you. If we love you hard. If we don't, we don't. And it's very hard for us to fake it. It's very hard. I could never be a fake friend to anyone either. I don't do well with that color. It's not my color. If I
Yeah.
like you, I like you.
Yeah.
Um, but I was 100% sure, literally after 48 hours. And I saw where this person and I was not in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
Although he was trying to, I guess, talk me into it, or is that the same thing as gaslighting, or
Yeah. He was trying to.
trying to make it feel like
He was
I
a salesperson. He was
don't
trying to
know
sell
what
you. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll do better. What do you say? I really love you. I said, I don't think you love me. I think it's more of you trying to be comfortable with me.
Yeah.
And whatever it is you're looking for, I can't give it to you
And
because
like
I'm
you said,
already happy.
women, like you said earlier, when a woman or anybody checks out, they're done. There's nothing you can listen. You can go
Done.
buy some Prada boots. It don't matter. They're done.
I don't care about baby.
Yeah.
Now you trying to insult my integrity at this point. You trying to
Mm-hmm.
buy me. So how happy am I going to be with you if you bought me?
You won't be,
I'm not.
because it'll be
And I
conditional.
wasn't.
It'll be
I
conditional.
was in a
Conditional.
exactly. And I
Mm-hmm.
was in a very happy state of mind and I saw spiritually things shifted in my home. And this is no lie.
After you broke up or
Look,
before?
no, 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 no. This is why I knew he wasn't supposed to be there because I felt the shift
Oh, the
when
energy. Yeah.
the energy shifted. Spiritually things started happening.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen, that right there is real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
Yeah,
It's real, ladies and gentlemen. It's real.
it's
Trust
real.
me.
Yep.
And then I think I posted the other couple of days ago. You can see evil in people's eyes. I
Yeah.
don't care
So,
how fine they look. Look in the eyes. It's the window of the soul.
yep.
And I saw that he was a broken soul. I was not willing to sacrifice my healed self to be with an unhealed soul.
Hmm.
And we try to pretend to be a couple. I'm not doing that. I'm a grown woman. I don't have
Yeah.
to play games
Why?
with nobody. I'm not doing that.
Why pretend? Like you said, it's a good thing you cut it off, because I mean, you're pretending. This ain't playtime. You're not in a theater. You're not on stage. Like,
Mm-mm.
so. Yeah. So it's good that you broke that off. For your peace of mind and for your well-being.
And for his
Overall.
too.
Yeah.
For his too. So let's get into an affirmation. As we said before, this is an interactive podcast, and we have a journaling prompt for this segment right here. I stay rooted in calm clarity as I explore love. And I did my best trying to stay calm while in that situation until they just kept doing little things to try to make it seem like they were doing better, but they really wasn't. They were getting worse. And then it got to a point where, okay, so now I'm gonna have to go to drastic measures on you, bruh.
Yeah.
I need you to exit the stage left.
Yeah. To the left, to the left.
And see, you're the only one up in here acting. You're the only one in here acting. I'm not acting. I don't want to be with you.
Yeah.
That's not it. You're acting and still trying to pretend like, oh no, we gonna do this and we gonna do that, and you my 100 and I love you. Love me, but I don't love you, and it's not fair that I can't give you the love that you feel like you deserve. At least not from me.
Yeah.
Maybe from somebody else, but not from me.
And I mean, good intentions are always backed by action.
Mm-hmm.
If you're really trying to change, you're not talking it, you're walking it. You're out there doing the work, you're putting in the work, you're moving, you're doing it. It's like somebody saying, oh, I want to um, get my degree, but they're not applying to schools, they're not doing anything, or they want to lose 10 pounds. They're still eating, cake and ice cream and not working out.
KFC in the morning for breakfast, a tub of ice cream on lunch. They sneaking on their lunch break to go
Yeah.
get that Haagen-Dazs ice cream,
Yeah,
triple
so
decker.
there's always going to be action behind good intentions.
Exactly. That's a good one. So a journaling prompt, how do I know in my body when I'm not in line in a relationship? You're gonna feel it. You're gonna that feeling in your stomach, your in your womb, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel
Yeah.
it in your heart. You're gonna feel it in your mind. Your mind is gonna be like, you playing tricks on me because one thing I do know for sure: if the mind and the heart don't align, mm-mm,
Mm.
it's not gonna work.
No.
The heart and the mind has to align.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one.
So
Yeah.
understanding toxic dynamics. So not all challenges are toxic, but toxicity undermines your safety and your joy. Didn't I say that earlier?
Hmm.
It can show up as dismissiveness. You see how I told you he was trying to dismiss me?
Yeah.
Even though I told him I don't want to be with you, he was trying to dismiss me with dismissive behavior and a controlling behavior and subtle disrespect, like that subtle disrespect.
Yeah. And then often,
Like you just gonna ignore what I'm saying. Dude, why would you want to be in a situation that somebody don't want to be with you? Because okay, so everybody done went through some kind of form of rejection, right?
yeah.
I remember liking someone back in the day, long, long time ago, well over 30 years ago. And the guy dismissed me, right? And he rejected me. I didn't get mad. Was my feelings a little hurt? And I think the only reason why my feelings was hurt is because he perceived to be one way in front of me, but then was downplaying me to his friends. And I think that's what irritated me the most. So I'm like this when I'm dating someone, and I was like this when I was younger. You only have one time to tell me you're gonna call me back.
Tell you what.
You're gonna call me back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Uh huh.
If you don't call me back and we're supposed to be dating, we're not dating. At some point, you're supposed to call a person back, right?
Yeah.
So that's the red flag. If they don't call you back,
Like ever.
okay, right. So when you decide to call me,
Mm.
I've already deleted you. I don't even know who you are anymore.
You get the who this
Mm-mm.
text.
That's funny because someone did me like that maybe about a month ago. And
Really?
I literally did not know who this person was. And I said, who is this? So they sent me a picture of them. And I said, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't know who you are.
Did you
And
know him?
I don't remember. I think we
Wow.
met online like maybe 2 years ago or something like that. So
And they
I
sent
asked
you
him, I
pictures?
said, so I went back on the app to see when our last interaction was. I said, sir, I don't remember you because when we exchanged numbers 2 years ago, we never had a conversation. So why also you going through your phone trying to see
Oh.
who's left?
Yeah.
Baby, I don't do crumbs. I don't
No.
do crumbs.
No.
See, you was gonna be at the top of the food chain with me, baby. So you must have been dealing with crumbs. And this is no disrespect to anyone because we all on different levels of life. Period and a dot. I don't care what nobody said. And I'm talking about mental level. We're all on a spiritual level at different levels. And we all on a mental level capacity. So I don't want crumbs.
You don't deserve it. You don't need it. Nobody deserves crumbs.
If I wasn't important enough for you to, no, I'm not going to say important enough because you don't know if I'm important enough because we never had a conversation.
Yeah.
But for respect that we exchanged numbers and then you didn't even, reach out. You reached out 2 years later. Boy, bye. No, I don't know because your number is not saved in my phone or anything. So I don't really know who you are. And I'm not willing to take the chance to try to find out or figure out.
Yeah.
And I know some people will debate me on that. Well, it could have been, um, you could have been missing out on something. I don't think so.
For him to text 2 years later. I mean, maybe he was in, I don't know.
Wherever he was at, he can go back to it.
Under that rock.
That he came from out of.
Oh man. Not the tambourine.
Crawl back under the rock that you slithered from under.
Oh man.
You slithered from under that rock.
Slithered.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it took him 2 years, because he slithered. It took him 2 years to reach you. So it often begins, quietly. You might notice you're second guessing yourself or apologizing just for existing. That's not love. That's erosion. And we all know what erosion is. It's something that eats up. It's just it's not good. It's toxic.
Like a battery in an old school Pinto.
Yeah. Right. So
It's just dripping with rust.
dripping in a way, just grimy and just
Grimy and gritty.
yeah,
You
not good
can't
for
even
you.
get the knob off, the
Yeah.
screw off of it. It's just
Well, I think it's either Coke or Pepsi helps with that, but that's
Pepsi, Coca-Cola.
yeah.
You
So
can
that's
use
either.
Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm. So here's an affirmation: I release relationships that dim my light. Say it again. Write it down. Put it in your phone. I release relationships that dim my light. If you are shrinking yourself, if you are not being, your fullest, reaching your fullest potential with this person, this relationship, then let it go. It can be whether it's romantic, friendships, professional. Let it go.
A job, a career,
Yeah,
a
nothing
relative.
should dim
I
your
don't
light.
care. If
Mm-hmm.
it's dimming your light, how good is that for you? How
Yeah,
positive is that for you? How is that uplifting you or edifying you in any kind of
it's not.
positive way?
It's not. It's not, because once you do that, once your light is dimmed, then your voice is being muffled too.
Your throat
All of
chakra.
that. Yeah, all of that is being reduced, and you're worth more than that.
Now you're feeling unsafe, and now you don't want to speak up. Now you don't want to express yourself. You don't want to express your feelings.
Yeah.
Um, Now you're afraid to even come to that person and talk to them, or because they done dimmed your light. So how is that a positive environment for me? That's toxic. If a person got to walk on eggshells while they're in a relationship with another person, that's toxic. I don't.
Yeah.
It's not. Listen, that thing about people say, "Oh, I've heard about couples being in the same house and not talking to each other for days or weeks at a time."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I've been there. I've been there before. Yeah, and it's definitely that's a super toxic environment.
Super toxic.
You're not. Yeah, it's just so many things that I can unload on that topic, but it's not healthy. And why are you allowing yourself to stay there? You deserve better than that. You know,
So
so
much better.
so I release relationships that dim my light. And
And
mhm.
go ahead.
And here's a journaling prop for you. Where have I felt my joy shrink in a relationship? And what wisdom can I take from that experience?
Mm,
Where have I felt my joy shrink in a relationship? And what wisdom can I take from that experience?
what wisdom can you take from it? Hmm. That's a good journaling prompt. So in toxic relationships, more often than none, there are narcissistic archetypes and shadow behaviors.
Mhm.
And some personalities thrive on control of admiration.
Mhm.
And four of the archetypes to watch: idolizer, the devourer, puts you on a pedestal and tears you down.
Yep. Yep.
I've been through that before.
Mm-hmm.
I could talk about that for a minute. The puppet master
Mm.
gaslights or rewrites your reality. Okay. I remember someone was doing me like that, was going to rewrite everything that I said. If I said the sky is blue outside, so what you saying is, so that's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The person, you will say exactly what you're saying and say what you mean, and the person will take what you say and reword it or rewrite it to
Yeah.
their reality as if you said nothing, and will come back to you with that conversation the next day or hours later or whatever. No, what you said, like just going back and forth, being combative with you, all that kind of ridiculous nonsense. And you're like, no. And they say, oh, I wish I had a recorder so I could record you. Record me then, MF.
We're keeping it G-rated on here.
Let me
MF.
tell you something. One person, even, and this was just a male friend, I'm going to record our conversation because I wasn't saying what he wanted. I wasn't saying what he wanted to hear. So was acting very, very aggressive, very dominating. Um, and I'm like, hold on, buddy. I ain't your child. You don't talk to me like that.
Mm-mm. No, absolutely.
Oh, I would. You said no. I know what I said. I might not have said it the way that you perceived it,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
the way that you wanted me to say it.
Mm-hmm.
So the wanderer, charming but chronologically unfaithful, DMing other women.
Got a work boo.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I am glad you mentioned that because I was going
They
to
going
mention
to
that.
lunch, and meanwhile you home starving.
Whose idea was it to have a work husband or a work wife?
Hmm.
I'm the only wife.
Yeah.
What
Yep.
do you mean? I don't play. I don't play. around with that. That's not funny.
No.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm too serious, but isn't life supposed to be, when you're in a relationship, that is serious. So what are we doing? Playing with each other? We're playing house? Like, no, you don't have a work wife.
Mm. Period and a dot.
What you mean you gonna get a ride by so and so? I don't think so. And you're gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight too.
Right? With,
Matter of fact,
with no covers. And the air gonna be off.
you can go sleep on that couch. And I drop, what's the address so I can drop you?
Sleep on that couch?
Oh, you go sleep on that couch.
Nah, they don't want them then. They only want them, part time. They
That's
don't
not
want
work is. Where your work husband need to be paying your bills, need to
fact.
be providing. If your work husband giving you half of the paycheck,
Yeah, right? No.
the other one, the critic, clocks cruelty in helpful comments. What you should do is, well, if you could do it better than me, why you not doing it? See, the way my mama used to do it is, well, I don't make cornbread like your mama. I make it like my mama because that's who taught me how to make cornbread, not your mom. I
Yeah,
wasn't raised
you're
by
not.
your mama.
You're dating me, not your mama. That's kind of weird, ain't it? I don't
But
know.
people do that. That's cruelty, helpful comments. I think if you put an extra little, you know, I can taste the flavor and everything, but I remember someone did me like that. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna let you cook. I couldn't even eat what they cooked.
What was wrong with it?
It was nasty. It didn't smell good.
It didn't smell good, was it?
Not flavorful food.
Yeah.
And it was nasty. You're not gonna tell me how to cook, baby. My family from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh man.
Let me tell you something. The one thing I don't mess with. There's something I don't mess with. But I will season the hell out your food.
Right?
You can have that grill. I don't fool around with a grill.
Yeah, I'm scared of the
My
grill.
stepmama get caught on fire
Mm.
before. So I don't fool with the grill. I'm like way, way, way away. I don't fool with the grill, but I will
Yeah.
prepare the seasonings. I don't eat meat, but I will season the meat. I will do all the things,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not touching the grill.
Mm-mm.
I don't even eat macaroni and cheese, but I make some good macaroni and cheese. So I don't need no help from the peanut gallery.
Mm. Stay out of the kitchen.
Stay out of the kitchen. See, that's not a requirement for me. How, I've heard someone like, girl, eat, cook for me. That's not a requirement. That's cute.
Yeah. I love it. I mean,
I
mine
like
for
it,
me.
but that's not a requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I do like to cook. So, and I want to taste my own food. That's just me.
Yeah.
Not a requirement, but that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my first love, he used to cook for me all the time. And he was the first man that cooked for me.
Okay.
And it was funny. All I can say is um, I spent the night. Now we young adults, but I had my own crib. But I don't even know how I ended up spending the night at his house. Spending the night at his house.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't make no noise because his parents was there.
Stop.
So we didn't get up until after his parents left. So after they left, he made me a nice breakfast.
Mm.
Made some homemade banana pancakes and everything. It
Ooh,
was
that sounds good.
it was
Y'all had y'all Love Jones moment, huh?
we didn't have no Joneses going on.
He made you breakfast,
he
man.
made me he made me breakfast.
Wow, that's pretty. That's pretty dope.
That was dope. It was really dope. And then he used to always make me pancakes after. They were so. He was like, "Let me ask you something. You ever had banana pancakes?" I'm like, "Banana pancakes? No." Make you
That's
some
one thing
banana
I
pancakes.
cannot listen. Me and pancakes. Mm-mm.
Girl, I'll make some fire. You understand me? I'm talking about fire.
No, mine
Yeah,
are.
my
I always
grandson
come out
tell
terrible.
everybody. Mimi makes the best pancakes.
Hmm.
But of course, my grandson said everything I do is good. So, that's my number one.
Yeah, I cannot make no pancakes.
Really? Girl, okay, so the first one always comes out ugly. It always
All
comes
of
out
mine
ugly.
come out ugly.
Then after that, I want the first one to come out ugly because I'm trying to see how much heat is in the pan. So that'll let
Yes,
me
yes.
know how fluffy my pancakes are going to come out. So I
Yeah,
think the first one get a little oily and a little ugly and a little lumpy or whatever.
yeah.
But then after that, I'm on the roll. Girl, I can make a stack like this for real. But I can't
No.
say he taught me how to make pancakes because
Okay.
I watched him and then you know and then my grandfather taught me how to make biscuits, homemade biscuits. Like I said, my family from
Yeah.
Memphis in Mississippi. Baby,
Hmm.
I don't need a sous chef in
Yeah.
my kitchen.
I
I
do
need
love
you to save
pancakes.
your energy for other things.
I can make a mean
Don't
omelet
take it out the
though.
trash. I don't need you to cook. I need you to take out the trash.
Yeah, right.
You help me out with the dishes or
Yeah.
something like
Other
that.
things.
Yeah, I need you for other things. I need
Hmm.
you for family things.
Yeah.
I want muscles. Ooh,
You just made
ooh.
that up, didn't you? I don't think I heard that song before.
I want muscles by Diana Ross.
Who? Oh, Diana
Diana
Ross. I never
Ross.
heard that song before.
I want muscles. Ooh,
Okay.
all over his body. Girl, you gotta listen to it. It's deep. It's good.
And none of these make you unworthy. They reveal where someone else hasn't healed. So all of this shows up. It shows that they're unhealed. If they're,
Yeah.
the idolizer, all of those different archetypes. Your work is to notice early and choose yourself.
And I'm gonna take the next affirmation. I am not responsible for healing other people's wounds. And I'm not responsible for licking their wounds. I'm not responsible for chasing the shadows that's chasing them around the room.
Hmm.
My worth is constant, regardless of another one's behavior. What qualities or actions tell me someone is emotionally unsafe? Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Um,
I can tell you one thing. Y'all need to write this down. This journaling prompt, what qualities
yeah.
or actions tell me someone is emotionally unsafe? Because I think
Hmm.
I posted yesterday, I said, I am not emotionally available for anyone. I'm not. I don't
Hmm.
want to do the song and dance. I don't want to be drained. I don't want to do that. Now I'm not emotionally available. I'm not emotionally available for toxic people.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm not going to be so after your shadow keep you up all night. and you fighting off your demons, now you attack me the next day. I'm not doing that. I'm not responsible for healing your wounds or for
Mm-hmm.
living them. You know, I heard someone say before, Evelyn, um, you know, we a couple. I've heard women say this. We a couple, and we gonna do this together. So you walked into the door with wanting to be his mama
Mm.
because who told you you had to struggle with somebody? Where'd you get that from?
Yeah, that struggle of, yeah. That's the only way to be
You
loyal.
know, we building something now. Let's just say for shits and giggles and hot pancakes. Um, you start off with somebody when you 18, 19 years old, and y'all been together for 20 years. That's different. But we ain't
Mm-hmm.
20 no more.
No,
We're
far
not
from that.
20 anymore. And why aren't you at least established? So not only aren't you're not healed, you're not established either. So I gotta be the mama, the nurse. I gotta be
Wear many hats.
superwoman. Oh no, no, I'm not the kind of girl to teach you
I remember when that song
something.
first came out, man.
I'm only human.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the words, but you get the message. You get the
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
You want me to be everything to you, and you come with this toxicity. Not only are you toxic, but you're trying to control everything too.
Hmm.
Well, I feel like no, you don't get to make decisions. Hmm? What qualities or actions tell you someone is emotionally unsafe? I feel like couples don't talk enough in the
Mm.
initial beginning because you, like I said, you can look at someone's eyes, you can see the pain, you can see the hurt. Then
Yeah.
when you have a conversation with them, try listening. Try listening sometimes. You're gonna hear the hurt. You're gonna hear that they don't feel safe. They didn't feel safe growing up, and that's gonna tell you a lot about their behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
So this next segment is about love bombing and healthy devotion. And as I said last week, everyone needs to go watch Love Con Revenge on Netflix because these dudes was masters
Manipulate.
at love.
Mm. Terrible.
One one of the men adopted the lady's two kids and gave them his last name. Then he went and love bombed the daughter,
The daughter.
not in a romantic way,
Oh,
but he used her credit and got a car in her name in a place.
what? They must have been all been older.
No, they have been. This is what I'm saying. He love bombed this woman for at least 4 years, maybe. So he knew her kids when they were preteens, and so
Yeah.
now they're in college.
Yeah. Like, how do you keep
Ruined
that mask on for all those years,
because he
knowing
would
that?
say he would do that work. but he really wasn't at work. Well, at some point he was going to work, but I don't believe all the time he was going to work. He was with whoever, because she found text messages that he was sending to someone saying that he was going to leave her because she broke now. Yeah, because you don't ruin the lady's credit.
That's awful. I can't
That
believe people are like
irritated me
that.
so bad. Like I was
Yeah, I
like,
mm-mm. Can't believe people are like that. That's awful.
let's revisit. And that's what we're doing. Love bomb. Love bomb. It often feels like fireworks, lavish praise, future promises, constant text before they're earned the intimacy. And that's how he was doing her. Like she was like telling everybody, oh my God, he just seemed like he's the perfect guy. He texts me every morning, hey, beautiful. He just think I'm the most
Wow.
beautiful woman in the world. Um, just, I mean, he was putting it on very, very thick.
Mm,
And I always tell people, when somebody ain't got a place to stay, baby, by any means necessary. If they
that's true.
want something.
That's true.
And that goes for women and men.
Mm-hmm.
They can pretend as long as you have the means to pacify them, they can pretend.
Yeah, they'll be around. And like you said, when she was broke, he was trying to move on.
But it was after he had ruined her credit. And then this was the when they got together, he said that her place was too small and she needed to get something bigger.
Okay.
And then she said, well, I'm not moving out of my home until we get married. A month later, he proposed.
I mean, I've met couples, but no, that doesn't apply. But yeah, that's crazy. Did she say yeah?
She said, yeah, because what he did was he put her. This is another thing they said that people that love bomb do. They put you in a situation where you're kind of trapped and you can't say no. So what he did was invited all her family and friends over and had like this engagement party. She didn't know what was going on. Her kids knew what was going on. And
Oh,
then he got down on one knee and proposed, and everybody was all crying and this, that,
yeah.
and the third. And yeah,
See, that's
yeah,
one thing I do not agree with, and this is just my opinion. I feel like a lot of like you just named, a lot of the public proposals, all of that's not all of them, but the majority of them are manipulation tactics. Like,
yes.
because then you're pressure, especially if you're the type of person that, is afraid to speak up or whatever it may be, don't like confrontation. Now it forces you to say yes and start this life with a person that you don't even want to be with. Like, I don't agree if that ever happens to me, like I would say no. That right
I would
there
say
is
no.
the ultimate form of manipulation to me. Because then you
And
say, oh
that's
well,
when,
this person went through all this trouble for me. They got a
yep, you feel obligated. And that's what she
violinist
said.
and harp.
She
Yeah.
even said she felt like they were moving pretty fast, but she
Yeah.
felt obligated because he loved her kids and he was doing this. He didn't have no kids of his own and yada, yada, blah,
Yeah.
blah,
I would be
blah, whatever.
disgusted. Yeah, and that's not healthy because healthy devotion is slower.
Mm-hmm.
It respects your rhythm. It shows consistency and it grows over time. That's what healthy
Yes.
love does. It's not fast, like you said, love bombing. A month later. A healthy love is a healthy devotion is slower. It's a good pace.
And you know what was interesting about all of these men? They all moved in with the woman, and it was very quick. Like they like put it on so heavy that the women thought that it was real. Like this can't be unreal. He's really
Yeah.
into me, wanting to be with me. And you know, I'm not saying that it can't happen like that
Yeah, it can.
because it happened for me like that
Mm-hmm.
with my first love. It was like we met, love at first sight, and we was together every day. And it was like we didn't want to be away from each other.
Yeah.
But that was that old school love. That was that 90s love. That was summer of 89, baby. Love was different then.
Yeah, love was different.
It
Yeah.
was different. It was pure. It was magnetic. It was chemistry on sight. It was instant chemistry. And once you felt the spark, you just ran with it. You didn't try to manipulate the person or the situation or anything like that. Like, uh,
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you still have remnants of your parents and your grandparents' generation where they actually courted each other. Where everything was a little more. It wasn't so overly sexualized like it is now.
oh my God.
So yeah, it definitely
The
can happen.
over sexualization is it's just killing me softly. It takes the fun out of dating. It takes the joy out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even men are doing like weird sexual things online, and I'm like, oh my God, like really, like man, I don't want to be with a man that's twerking. That's
Oh
dancing.
no,
I don't want to be with a man that's online,
twerking. Now
dropping it like it's
twerking. That's
hot.
another conversation.
No, he got his speedos on, and he
His banana hammock.
if you're horny,
Like a
let's
stripper.
do it
A stripper. Yeah.
right. In stripper mode.
Yeah.
And then why would a woman want to be with a man that everybody is looking at? What's for me is for me. It ain't for everybody else.
Yeah. That's a good question.
And vice versa. You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of men out there that don't want their woman revealing all their assets to the world. You know,
Mhm.
dating is just really, it's changed, and
It has changed because everything is fast paced now, and it's not. There's no, like you said, back in the 89, the 80s, it was remnants of your.
let me hurry up and get with somebody. Like
Yeah, my mom
we
told
actually
me.
dated, like we
Yeah,
really did some real serious dating without contingencies. We dated without knowing if the person we what am I trying to say? Knowing because now everything is based on what a person has, material things.
yeah,
So we
income
dated back
status. Yeah, just
income,
status system.
that's what type of job you have, what type of car do you drive, what type of neighborhood
It's,
you
I
live in,
mean,
what's your zip code.
it's nothing wrong with that though, to a certain extent, right? Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
But shouldn't you be dating first? And then that's what the dating process is. And then you get to know those things about that person. And then, yeah, because I feel like at this age, no, you don't want to be with nobody that's broke. You
no.
don't want to be with someone where you're carrying the load or
And if
you're
they
being
are broke, do they have a plan to be unbroke?
you're being
If that's a
right.
word.
You're being love bombed for the purpose of this Dusty don't have a place to live.
Dusty.
And this other woman, oh my God, I felt so bad for her. This ninja told her that he was a ex-military veteran and
What?
that his best friend, he had conjured up.
Now you know I don't like that because I'm a veteran.
I know.
I hate stolen valor. They call it
He's
stolen valor.
sizing up a best friend that was unalived in front of him while they were fighting a war, and he had this. He need to. That was his best friend. He need to send money to her and his kids. When they went to go visit the guy that he was in a platoon with, did pass, but he was never married and he didn't have any children. This
He
ninja
was
was
in the
with,
military though. The guy
he
wasn't.
was in the military.
Oh, okay,
He
okay,
did pass while he was in the military.
uh huh.
But the rest of the story was not true. And so he was taking money out of this woman's account saying that he was sending it to his friend's wife, his friend's widow, and the kids. We talking about $500 a day. She had the you know how you get your bank statement, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom. She was sitting one time at her phone,
five
and the
hundred
phone
dollars a
just kept
day.
going up. But she said she don't know how he got her bank card. So that's why he kept saying, "Oh, it wasn't me because you've never even given me your bank card."
Yeah. So how did he get her information?
Girl, people are slick. That's all I can say. He was slick enough to either
You
memorize
said
it
five
or
hundred a day though. That's a lot.
a day. Drained this girl's whole savings
That's
because she had
awful.
gotten her parents had passed or something and they had an insurance policy. Honey, he had plans for that insurance policy.
That's terrible. Mm, that's terrible. I feel bad for her.
I feel bad for all the women. It was one man that was on it who got a love bomb. Oh my
Mm.
goodness.
Well,
Um,
here's
an
an affirmation.
affirmation. Yeah, you go ahead with the affirmation.
I allow love to unfold at a pace that honors my nervous system.
Ooh. When that
And here's
nervous system tell you
yeah,
it ain't right, baby,
yeah,
your nervous system don't lie.
nope.
Let me tell you something. I remember that relationship that I was telling you about.
Mm,
I remember getting sick in that relationship,
mm,
physically getting sick,
mm,
like just acute adult acne. I was like, my body, I was getting losing weight.
mm-hmm.
It was just a lot of things going on because even though, like I said, even though I told him he had to leave, he ended up staying for 3 years. Because the person refused to leave. And then ladies and gentlemen, because I know a male that went through this. Be careful when people are living with you, because in some states it's hard to get put them out. You can't put them out once they live.
Yeah,
Once a person spends 2 weeks, it's either 24 hours to 2 weeks in your space. You cannot put them out. You have to legally evict them.
yep. Which I think
Now,
is messed
why is
up,
it
but
that
whatever.
why do a person has to go through legal drastic measures to evict someone, but if you late on your rent and after the third or the 10th, they put you out? They're giving you an eviction notice, but you can't even put a whole person out. That's not even on your lease.
Listen, I guess that's a quick way to get them out, right? But then it's gonna be on your record.
Exactly. So you
That's
don't want to
crazy.
mess up what you got going on. You just want the person to leave.
Sometimes it seems like people like that are more protected. You know, like why do I have to
It's
go to the clerk of courts or
you
whatever
have to
court it
watch
is?
the series
Mm-hmm.
because it was like they was trying to make the women the bad person.
Mm-hmm.
It was like And some they had proof, like that private investigators had proof about the things that these people was doing.
But they had to go through a whole rigmarole to.
Oh
That's
my
sad.
goodness.
The justice system is messed up sometimes.
Yes. It doesn't protect women
No,
most of the time.
most of the
So a
time.
journaling prompt, how can I discern between passion and pressure? Because you've got, when a man is putting it on thick, he's pressuring you, kind of like a woman could be pressuring you, either or. But
Especially
this
with that
podcast is about women.
engagement, that public engagement party.
That was putting pressure on her.
Yeah.
And even though she said she felt like it was moving pretty fast, she kind of, well, he doesn't have anybody. And that's another thing. You don't meet nobody in this other person's life. Their family don't have no friends. They isolated. Where they friends at? Where they boys at? That they went to college and high school with. And you know the funny thing about her story, because he claimed to be a doctor. They did go to high school together, but they didn't date each other in high school. So they knew each other from high school. And um again, he saw her on Facebook.
Was
He
he a
reached
doctor?
out to her. That's no, he wasn't a doctor. He was. This is why I don't understand why he didn't get no time, because he was doing man. She opened a whole um like body contouring business for him in Florida, and
Wow.
um
That's pretty lucrative.
he wasn't even a doctor. Mhm. So, how can you discern between passion and pressure? Is it really passion, or are you being pressured? You being pressured to move fast because this person either got to get out of where they're living at, or they don't have nowhere to go, or maybe their lease is up. hmm So, setting boundaries without losing softness as a feminine energy, as a goddess. Boundaries are invitations, not walls. They say, this is how to love me well. Your boundaries is telling another person how to treat you and how to love you. You don't have to be pressured into anything. You don't have to go fast. You can go at your own pace. Listen, the world is already fast paced.
Yeah.
You know, you want that soft, long term love. You don't want to be rushed into something and then it's not right. Because let me tell you something. I remember, and these are all past relationships. Um, Being with someone and he was going kind of fast to me. And I remember telling him that you need to slow down, buddy. Um, he was just riddled with lies. Had so many lies, like a piranha had ate through his shirt. They was just oozing, just
Like Swiss cheese.
riddled with lies. You understand me? Just just made up stuff just to be making it up. I think we talked about this last week. Just lied about having a car, just all kind of ridiculous stuff that a person that's in their early 20s would do to like win a girl over, and
Mm-hmm.
to, you know, to try to get intimate with somebody. You know how younger guys, they lie about this, they, yeah, I got this, I got it, and they really ain't got nothing going on. They
Yeah.
still
Right.
living with mom and grandma.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's the love bombing is ridiculous. It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. So use gentle clarity. I need time to build trust, or I'm not comfortable moving too fast. That's so that your softness remains intact. And here's a affirmation. My peace is my priority. My softness is protected.
And a journaling prompt. What is one boundary I will uphold? What is that one boundary that you're going to uphold? No matter what, stand your ground.
Mm-hmm.
Even if someone resists. Because I remember telling someone, I said, no, I don't feel like we should be intimate until we know where we're going. I don't feel comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't care how mad they got.
Yeah.
I really didn't care. It was like, well, maybe we not a match. If you don't have no discipline, and what's that all about? If we together and I ain't going nowhere and we're dating each other, we're getting to know each other, like, what's the rush?
Mm-hmm.
What's the rush?
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the one boundary you will uphold, even if someone resists? Write this down. What is the one boundary I will uphold, even if someone else resists? Because rejection might be your protection. Just saying.
Yes.
So healing after toxic bonds. How do we get through that? How we navigate through that? Like leaving a toxic environment isn't weakness. It's self-respect. Um, try writing a release letter or core cutting letter ritual to yourself where you thank the lesson and let it go. Remember last week I said,
Yeah.
thank
Let it
you.
go. Mm-hmm.
Next,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
like, I'm not mad at you. We're
Mm-hmm.
not a match. If our energy is not aligned and the chemistry is not aligned, then we're not a match.
Mm-hmm.
Write it down. And I keep saying that journaling and writing is the best form of medicine. Because when you write, you go back and reread it, and then you'll see how it's healing you. It's releasing the negative energy, and then it's bringing in the positive energy by healing you because now you've written down what you've gone through, but you're going to write down what you want your future to be as well. So you're
Mm-hmm.
changing the trajectory and you're changing your narrative. Release the toxic narrative and
Yep.
embrace the positive.
And pair that with somatic care. So stretching, dancing, or take a salt bath, to clear any lingering tension. Yeah, dancing is a good release.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Take a salsa class or take a
I always
kickboxing
want
class.
to take one of
That's
those. Oh, I like kickboxing.
you can
Yeah.
release the stress.
Yeah.
You can
Yep.
release the stress with that. So
Yeah.
put a picture of your ex up and just go at it.
Put it outside to scare all the roaches away too. Put it outside on the front porch, scare all the roaches away.
It's fall. Use his photo as a scarecrow right there in your front yard.
With
Oh, use
Halloween
his old
coming
clothes.
up.
You got some old clothes.
Yeah, with
Put his
Halloween coming
old
up,
clothes out
Scarecrow.
there. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh my goodness, that's I call that my birthday theme song because my birthday is like a few
Thriller.
days before Halloween. Yeah, it's my birthday theme song. Thriller. Do, do.
They have this thing where some cities every year they have like the Thriller Festival in the whole. They get performers to come out and
Oh yeah,
enact, reenact. Oh
yeah.
my God, I'm gonna send it to you. They reenact the whole them coming out of the theater. They have like a little theater there. They coming out the theater, they talking and
Uh-huh.
dancing. The lady is dressed just like what was the lady name? Lola Ray, whatever her
Yeah,
name
I
was.
know you're talking
And
about it
then
with the yeah. We
And
did
then
that
they
when I was in
switch
high school.
actors.
Hmm.
Y'all did the musical.
Yeah, we did that in high school. Hmm. Yep. And I was a zombie or whatever the heck they were. That was fun. That was real fun.
Yeah, I like fall. Fall is for falling in love.
I know it starts on Sunday, right? On Monday is the first day of
Yep.
fall.
The 20th. The first,
Oh, it's
oh, the
Saturday?
last day of summer. The last day of summer is Saturday, and the first day of fall is Sunday.
Okay. My favorite time of year.
Affirmation: I deserve steady, nurturing love, and I claim it now. Say it out loud. I deserve steady, nurturing love, and I claim it now.
Yes.
Right now. Journaling prompt: what part of me is ready to forgive myself for staying too long? And see, that was, let me tell you something, because I can be transparent. That relationship that I was talking about, that after 2 weeks I didn't want him to be there, and then it was ended up being 3 years. I had to go through a healing process for myself about forgiving myself for staying too long.
Hmm.
It was like I was so mad and angry at myself
Yeah.
because I was like, how did I let this happen, or how did I get here? And when I say I had so many great things going on in my life until like I told you, the energy changed, the everything changed, the vibe was off, it just wasn't right. And
Hmm.
I had to forgive myself for that. And it was the best thing I ever did because it set both of us free. Because I wished him
Yeah,
well. I hope you get the healing, because what people don't, I hear people say it, but do you believe it? Hurt people really do hurt other people.
they do.
They don't even, that's, it's like they don't, sometimes they don't even know that they hurt. Like people, some people that's hurt try to play it off like they not hurt, like, um, oh, ain't nothing wrong with me. It must be something wrong with you.
Hmm.
No, it's something wrong with you, because if a person tell you they don't want to be with you, you should move on. How about that?
Hmm.
Move on. So, yeah, forgiveness. Forgive yourself for staying too long, whether it's a week too long, a day too long, a year too long, it doesn't matter. Forgive yourself so that you can move on.
Hmm.
So, align partner visioning, create a relationship mission statement. And this is something that you can write down in your journal. Have you a list? And now I'm not saying no unrealistic list. You can write a relationship mission statement, your values, your lifestyle, your emotional safety, and shared purpose. Because those are things that you want. You want to be with someone with a shared purpose. You want someone
Hmm.
that has similar lifestyles. You want someone that have the same values that you have,
Yeah.
because you want to be in alignment with them.
Hmm. And keep it alive by revisiting it monthly. Alignment grows as you grow. So here's an
Yes, and
affirmation.
go ahead.
Here's an affirmation. I call forth love that reflects devotion to myself. I call forth love that reflects devotion to myself.
That's a good one. In a journaling prompt, describe your most aligned relationship in 3 sentences. See, here's the part where you rewrite the narrative. You can change the trajectory. Describe your most aligned relationship in 3 sentences. This is your moment. This is your time to write it down. What would that look like for you? My most aligned relationship in 3 sentences. Now
Mm,
this is where the work starts. This is
Yeah.
where you're doing the work. You went through the healing process. You went through the forgiveness. This is part of your healing. Now you're writing in your journal and you're changing the trajectory of things.
Mm-hmm.
And how about, getting into a community and a sisterhood? Sacred Bloom, we thrive on stories. If you've released toxicity and found aligned love, share your testimony with us. We would love to have you on the podcast, and let's
Yeah.
talk about some positive things that happen, like where you met, how you met, how love transformed both of your lives. I love a good love story.
Me too. When we speak truth, we help each other rise. So post your reflections or your worksheets and tag Sacred Bloom Podcast so we can cheer you on. We love good luck stories. Yeah.
I am supported by wise sisters who want me safe in love. That's where you're at. As Sacred Bloom call her goddess.
Mm-hmm.
You are supported, you're safe, you're loved.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a aligned love meditation. Close your eyes, breathe in deeply, and exhale. Breathe in one more time and exhale. Visualize a golden cord connecting you to every past relationship. Now gently release those that drained you. Watch them dissolve into the light. A fresh beam pours into your heart, filling it with calm and clarity. Say out loud or to yourself, I bless my past and I set it free. I am whole, radiant, and ready for love that uplifts.
Yes.
So open your eyes if you have your eyes closed. And let's just say that, we have a reflection and intention worksheet, self aligned inventory. On a scale to 1 to 10, how aligned do you feel in your dating life? What 3 words describe the energy you want to embody while dating? Write the affirmations from this episode that most resonated with you. List red flags you're committed to honoring. Love bombing, inconsistency, words and action. Write one boundary statement to protect your peace. Your visioning and aligning with your partner. Qualities of an aligned partner: emotional, spiritual, lifestyle. One intention you'll carry forward this month. And number 5, integration prompt. What's more gen- what's one gentle step? Sorry. What's one gentle step I can take this week to stay true to my feminine energy during dating? Fill your space with roses. Take a rose bath. Put some Epsom salt and some essential oils in your bath water. Give the love back to yourself that someone tried to take from you and steal from you. Light a candle. Write a love letter to yourself. Write a letter to yourself as if it was the person that's falling in love with you. Fall in
Mm,
love with yourself.
that's a good one. Yeah.
Write a love letter to yourself as if you were the person that's falling in love with you. So, in our closing affirmations, you can write these down. I honor my intuition and release relationships that dim my light. I am worthy of steady, kind, and reciprocal love. My boundaries invite only what is true. So I trust my intuition in dating. I release what is toxic and welcome what is true. I bloom in relationships that celebrate my spirit. Take a deep breath every day and stop. Write down the things that you want. That becomes your reality. That's how a vision becomes a reality. You write it down, you meditate on it, and then it becomes your reality. So, goddesses, we want to bloom with you. Share your takeaways today. About uh, Tag us at Sacred Bloom Podcast on Instagram. Post a story or a reel or even a note from you to us. Send us a note. Let us celebrate your journey towards alignment and dating in alignment.
Hmm.
You know, this is a space where you can be free to be yourself and get healed at the same time. We also would like to offer you a companion worksheet, toxicity detox, and aligned love map, energy check. Write how your body signals safety versus danger, red flag inventories. List early signs you'll honor the next time you're dating someone. Boundary statements. Draft 3 loving boundaries. Healing ritual log. Space to record, release letters, cord cutting, and somatic care. Align partner vision. Craft your relationship mission statement. So you guys got homework, and I will be posting some of these journaling prompts on the Facebook page, the Sacred Room Call Her Goddess private Facebook page. You guys can copy and paste it from there if you like. This has been another episode of Sacred Bloom Call Her Goddess. And I am Erica.
And Evelyn.
And, and we are wrapping up things. And you all have a wonderful, good night and the rest of your week. And don't forget to
Yes.
choose yourself first, baby. 'Cause if you don't love
Yes.
yourself first, how can you expect somebody to love you back?
I know that's right.
Good night.